Welcome to the Nightly Rant
with
your hosts, Mike
and Toria.
This is the show where we examine society from a sarcastic point of view.
If you like insane conversations, this is definitely the show for you.
Let's get into today's topic. YPN people, I don't know about you, but I love helping out a friend. That's why I want to shout out my friend Brian Little and his podcast, Your Favorite Blockhead. This is the only show that manages to weave together peanuts and MMA into one heck of an amazing podcast. You can find Your Favorite Blockhead wherever your favorite podcasts reside and at yourfavoriteblockhead.com. Do me a huge favor and listen to Brian's show. You'll be entertained and you'll help out a friend. Now, as I said, let's get into today's topic. Well, it's official now. School is not going to go back into session this school year.
Sucks for some people.
It's not a surprise to me. I expected it the moment, a couple weeks ago when they put them out and told them they were going to do remote schooling. But at the same time, it sucks for the seniors.
Well, because their school year is essentially ruined.
Well,
I wonder if they're going to refund some of the money that all the parents paid at the beginning of the year for the senior events that aren't going to happen.
According to what I was told by Alyssa, there's only one event left. So
okay.
I doubt they'll refund much, if anything. But I'm more concerned about her graduation and giving her a chance to walk and celebrate the fact that she got out of school. I mean, you spend 13 years in school. You want to celebrate being done.
Well, she can still celebrate, just not in the traditional way everybody else does.
But technically, you can't celebrate because what are you going to do? Take her to a restaurant? They're closed. What are you going to do? Have a party at the house? Not allowed.
They can try to stop people.
But they've been stopping people. They've been sending the police. They've been sending the police out to stop people.
Buena Park Police put on their Facebook page they're not enforcing the order.
Yeah, that's interesting. No, I obviously wouldn't know that because if you say on their page, that must mean Facebook, and I don't go there, so I have no clue what goes on that stuff anymore.
But they also posted it on their Instagram, so
I don't follow them on Instagram. There ain't nothing interesting to me about photos from the police department. It's too bad though. It's sad. It'll definitely be a senior year they'll always remember, though.
I guess so, yeah.
I was talking to Brian, and he was saying that he's also teaching remotely and that he feels like this is a time where they have to be, a little more gracious about things. And so he's been giving, grace periods for assignments and things like that. But I talked to the principal of the school today, and she's very, very nice, super nice lady. And she was telling me that a large number of kids have not reported in. Mm-hmm. So the attendance office has a new job now. They have to call these people and go, hey, you haven't checked in. Why haven't you checked in? You need to check in.
Lucky them.
I feel like this is a time when you get to see who is parenting their kids and who isn't.
Well, and some people aren't even home to parent their kids.
Exactly. But imagine if, most kids are not self-motivated. So they're not going to wake up on their own and to be in a class at 8 o'clock in the morning, even though technically they don't have to wake up any earlier than 5 minutes before that, roll out of bed and go on their computer. They just don't do it. And then they blow it off because they figure, how are they going to know I was there or not? Well, they're taking roll. That's how they know.
Yeah.
And apparently, the software that they're using that doesn't work all that well, when they log in, it tells them who logged in and who didn't. So they'll even know, if the kid says, well, I checked for the assignment, but I couldn't find it, they'll know.
Well, that's interesting. Be catching some people who were lying, so that'll be interesting.
I figured there had to be a way that they did that. But, all right, what parents aren't at home? Let's talk about that. What parents wouldn't be at home right now? nurses,
any of the people who are essential service,
doctors, first responders,
who work at grocery stores,
people that work at grocery stores. Yeah, that's probably a big number of people too, especially in this area. I know there's a lot of parents that's their job.
My guess is about half the parents are still going to work.
Well, then that might be why about half the kids aren't showing up for online classes.
Well, I don't think they can blame anybody yet with the giant mess of bullshit that it's been.
Well, I'm like, okay.
Mitchell could not sign in today for his class. Could not get in.
But you hear him say that they're giving Chromebooks and hotspots away to the kids to help them out.
Uh-huh.
That's a brave thing, if you ask me, first of all. A brave, brave thing. Half that stuff's never coming back. But where did we get told that? Like, if we were one of those parents that didn't have internet, where were we told about this?
My guess is we would have been told about it if Mitchell or Alyssa would have answered the survey in a way that told them that we were those people.
So you think they took the time to specifically address that only the people who need it?
Yes.
And why do the kids know about it?
Because they have friends.
And then the other thing I talked to the principal about was, what I don't understand is during the regular school year, you get a voicemail, I get a voicemail, you get a text message, I get a text message, you get an email, I get an email.
And I've still been getting a lot of texts.
During this time, I have not gotten a single text. I've gotten emails, a couple, but no phone calls. Why are the phone calls stopping?
I've had like 11
phone calls.
There was none. 2 today.
Something's wrong with the communication with me.
Yeah. That's what the principal told you to. Maybe check your stuff.
Now, she's very observant because I wrote to her from my business email and I used my personal email for the school. And she noticed that it was different and wanted to know, was it the right address?
Yeah.
But I told her that I appreciated everything that they're doing and that I understand the difficulties of what they're trying to pull off. But okay, so you think about half the people aren't going to be home. And then probably about half of those kids of the half that aren't home aren't even going to be motivated enough to even try to go to school.
Right.
And then I imagine there's going to be a group of them that are going to be like, okay, like how you said Mitchell couldn't log in. There's going to be a group of them that are going to try to log in like that. And when it doesn't work, they're just going to give up. Because we know, how many times have we talked to Alyssa where she'll say, oh, well, yeah, I have a new email address because I couldn't remember the password for this, that, or the other thing. Or no, I have a second account at this place because I couldn't remember the password. So I created a new account. And then that meant I had to create a new email address because my other email address was on there. You went through that hassle of creating an entirely brand spanking new account. And you couldn't be bothered to go through the process of resetting your password.
Exactly.
And like for you and me, we look at that and go, wow, that's crazy. You typed out all that information to register, and then you have to click a link to verify the registration. You couldn't be bothered to reset your password. It just seems crazy to me. But that's the mentality of these kids that are in high school. They want everything to be immediate. And to them, making that new account is a guarantee that they're going to get their account back.
So is resetting your password.
Resetting the password doesn't always work for places. I'm working on an issue like that right now for the client, where you hit reset password and it tells you it sent you the email, and then you never get the email. So that can be frustrating, I guess. But it's just that mentality, that immediacy. And so they're going to try to log in. It's not going to work. They have no control over making a second account or a third account or a fourth account or however many accounts they want to make. They're stuck with what they were given. And that just means they're just going to give up and they're not going to have schooling.
And then they're going to find themselves not passing the grade that they're in currently and having to repeat it next year.
It's a severe concern on my part. It's so difficult, but what are you supposed to do? You can't go to their house and say, yo, what's up? I suppose you could, but...
Isn't it illegal to not go to school here? Like, can't the police come and harass you for it?
Well, yeah, but technically at this point, they don't have a set schedule that they have to be at a place.
But they do.
But they don't. They have class times.
Mitchell, they do.
They have class times that are organized, but all they do is show up, take roll, and disappear off the screen.
Okay.
And from what the principal was telling me, not every teacher is even requiring that check-in. They're just requiring, like, let's touch base 3 times a week. And then there's the problem of kids who have a 0 period and a 6 period having 0, 6th, and 7th all at the same time. That's going to become a problem, guaranteed.
I wouldn't think they would do it if it was actually a major problem. I'm going to guess it's going to affect like less than 1% of the students in the school.
So Trump extended the social distancing rules to April 30th.
Uh-huh.
So that means that the government right now does not see this going back to normal prior to April 30th.
Okay.
That blows my mind.
It's an entire another month of suck.
I don't know that I can survive 30 more days of this mentally. Like, physically, not a
I
problem.
don't really have a choice.
But mentally, well, yeah, I mean, you don't have a choice, but you sometimes can't control how you feel about something mentally.
You're just going to have to find ways to do what you need to do without the gym and without going to take Mitchell and Alyssa to school every day. Those are the big things you're not doing.
Well, just like today, I wanted to go for a short run, and I can't because my right ankle hurts.
Uh-huh.
And I know exactly why my right ankle hurts too. But it hurts. And so I didn't want to be an ass and push it. But like that would help just to burn off some stress and clear my head and think. So, I mean, I think I'm going to have to just maybe in the middle of the day, take like a half-hour break and like, go for a walk.
Yeah.
You're not generally done with work until late anyway. So it's not exactly going to interfere with our time. So I'll just do what I got to do. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to handle it just yet. How are you holding up under all of this?
Peachy keen. I don't care on a normal day if I leave the house. So there's that.
So no new issues have come up or anything like that. Everything's smooth.
Minus the fact that some of my clients are struggling, and that's a little bit stressful. That's it.
Just the same too?
Well, yeah. My other client, his business is reporting news on the government health agencies to companies and other government agencies. So you can just imagine that his business is strong.
Yeah, he's busy.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I mean, I think businesses today are going to just need to buckle down, do the cleanup that they've been meaning to do, tie off the loose ends that they've been meaning to tie off, build the processes that they meant to build, get ready for the marketing pushes that they've been preparing so that when this thing is over, they can just let things loose. Just let it fly.
Spend the time growing their business on the internal ways instead of the customer ways so that it's more ready for customers when customers come back. Because we all know customers are coming back as soon as this is over.
Exactly. And that's the thing I'm thinking about. I actually think the grocery stores are going to become an issue when it all reopens.
Why?
Because I think that people are going to be out of a lot of like
Essential.
their normal things that they buy. Because right now, like even us, we go to the grocery store. That day that we went to the grocery store, we weren't picky. We didn't go, oh, we can't buy this. This isn't our normal thing that we buy. We bought whatever we could get our hands on that would feed us.
But we've still been buying our normal things.
For the most part. But
the one thing we can't get is the clear American water we get. I can only get 2 at a time, and it's not even worth it, so I just don't bother.
Right, because we would go through that in 1 hour.
Yeah. That would be enough for us each to have a drink, and that's it.
Well,
so
but I'm actually liking having the pitcher in the fridge and filling up with the mix and having water.
I've been soda streaming.
Yeah, I know you have.
Because I just like I don't care about I just drink the soda stream water just by itself. I don't care about the flavoring or anything. Though lately I've been putting in that vanilla syrup I bought for my tea, so I've been having cream soda.
Well, that tastes good, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But what I'm getting at is like, okay, we usually shop, I'm not afraid to say this, but we usually shop at Walmart for our groceries.
And
out of the last 4 times we've tried, we've only gone once.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about is that like all of a sudden when things return back to normal, it's going to be hell on wheels.
That coupon book that we just got when we grabbed the mail, it had a $25 or $5 off a $25 purchase for grocery outlet. It's like right up around the corner. Grocery outlet.
Oh yeah, it's where
We should give that a try because apparently they're also very well stocked right
it's where
now.
TJ Maxx used to be.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe
right.
we should give them a try.
I forgot, and that's really convenient and close. Like that's almost closer than the old grocery outlet at our old place.
I think they're equal. Like the other one was about a block and a half away. This is about a block and a half away.
So let's bring this home by kind of recapping how things have been here in the new place. What do you think about the new place?
I like it.
That's all you have to say is you like it?
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
I'm a really big fan of the lack of pests.
Yeah.
Well, that bee today was a little bit alarming, like in general, but I'm pretty sure it was half dead and fell on her head and then came in the house.
Yes, I agree.
So that is what it is. This building has a lot of flowers around.
So there's bees.
There's rose bushes
Trust
in the
me,
pool
I've
area.
noticed.
So like you're going to have to pay attention to bees come
I might have to get an EpiPen.
springtime, but
I might have to talk to Dr. Matt about getting an EpiPen.
yeah.
Spending the money. That almost killed me. I saw a bill from them this month. Youch. Because of all that testing that I had done. Woo-wee. Not a fun bill.
Oh, your blood test. Got
Mhm.
it.
But what I like about it is a lot of things. I like the fact that the split level thing really makes me happy because our sleeping quarters are upstairs and our living quarters are downstairs. And I like that.
Orders.
Yes, where we live and where we sleep.
Okie doke.
I also like that it's given me the opportunity to go insane and keep this place clean. And so far, so good.
It's been not bad.
I've been doing the dishes.
There hasn't even been a lot for you to keep clean, is what I'm saying.
No, it hasn't been terrible.
Everybody's been pitching in fairly.
It hasn't been
nicely.
terrible. It hasn't been terrible. And then I do little touch-ups. Like one thing that's really weird, the paint that they use in the bathroom, you take a shower and the entire bathroom has condensation on it, first of all.
Right.
And then when you're done and you let it dry, what happens is I can see drip marks down the wall.
It's because of the shape of the bathroom, not the paint. It's so little and condensed, and we're keeping the door closed that the water doesn't have anywhere to go, so it disperses onto the walls and then runs down them.
That's why I've been leaving the door open a crack after I take a shower now for a while, and then trying to.
I just leave it open.
But I just take a wipe and I wipe the wall down, and it's not dirt. No dirt comes off on
No,
it.
they're just water streaks.
Exactly. Just take it off. It looks better. I've been disinfecting the doorknobs on a daily basis with all of this going on because, that's one of the number one ways it spreads.
Yeah.
So I like it, and I like that the kitchen and living room got shaped up this weekend. I like that we have a plan for extra storage when the time comes. I like that. I really like that. I like the location more than I thought I was going to. Like not just the location of the building itself, but the location within the building of the apartment. I like it more than I thought I was going to.
It's great.
It's very convenient. I mean, as far as like, my gosh, when we take the dogs for a walk, we haven't even gone across towards the liquor store and gone up into that neighborhood. There's a whole neighborhood over there we haven't explored yet of houses.
I don't really want to.
And then the other way, we've gone through those houses. We've gone through the townhouses. You could go up to the other main street and cross and go into the townhouses that are over there. There's a lot of cool things to explore. And like,
And none of it's sketchy like the other.
the only thing that keeps getting me, and it'll change, is when I'm coming from east to west. So I'm heading from the old place's direction to the new place's direction. I hit that main street where I'm supposed to turn left, and I forget. And I wind up, I've never passed it, but I always end up like, oh my God, I'm in the second lane and I need to be over in the far left lane, that kind of thing. I will get used to that, but that catches me. I'm like having to pay attention to where I am when I'm coming back. Like even just going and picking up Mitchell today and swinging back from his mom's place, I had to pay careful attention to where I was. It was really weird. But I like it here. I would give this place a 9. Nothing's worthy of a 10.
Well, that's fair.
So we haven't done this in a little while, so let's close up with this. We're not going to do 3. We're not going to do 2. We're only going to do 1. And yours and mine could be the same, but you're going to go first. Favorite book of all time that you've ever read?
Anybody who's ever interacted with me about books knows the answer to this question already.
So, I don't think any of our listeners, have they ever interacted with you about reading? I don't think so.
There's been people on Instagram, on the Podcast Network Instagram, so
might want to
tell possible.
Because
I think The Gargoyle by Andrew Davidson.
Exactly, and it's actually my favorite book too.
3.5 seconds, and let me say what I wanted to say, you dinkus. That's your favorite book too?
Yep.
Why?
Why is it your favorite book?
Because I love it. Why is it your favorite book?
Because I love it.
Weird.
It's dark.
And spooky.
But I love it. And it's extremely well written.
I'm so disappointed that he's not going to write any more books.
Oh, he flat out told me he wasn't going to write any more books. I talked to him on Goodreads.
I know you did.
Anyway, exciting things potentially coming for guests on the Yogi's Podcast Network. When I have the details hammered out, I'll announce that. Mm-hmm. That is one podcast that I will definitely move out of order.
Okay.
Definitely one. Anyway, what else you got for me?
Nothing.
You got nothing? It's not like you to not have anything. Anyway, lady, for a person who claims not to be very busy or as busy, you sure have been working late hours lately. So I think it's time for you to go to bed.
Okay then. Good night, everyone.
Hasta la bye-bye, Breeze. Thank you for listening to the Nightly Rant.
If you enjoyed the show, please give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts or Google Play.
If you didn't enjoy the show, please just ignore that previous request for a rating.
This has been a Yogi's Podcast Network production.